Mentally prepared to compete. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Grant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Ball, and it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Miles Turner has the length and athleticism that should have the attention of the defense, guys.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Harden against Ball. James Harden again. Harden's got 6.
This speaks to the strength that James Harden possesses. He is so good at finishing through contact.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Tucker. No good from outside.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively. And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of the Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Jeremy Grant. Harris shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city, so they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Here's Maxey, following the score by Miles Turner. Shoots over Huerter. Maxey, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Turner with a screen on Maxey. Ball, the pass to Turner. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers are gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Embiid with a screen on Griffin. Here's Harris. Second chance shot. And it's sent back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. From deep three-point range, gets it to fall. The bucket from Huerter.
I tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 6. It's good. Harden's got 8 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Turner. The rebound by Harden.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Harris. And here's Embiid, defended by Griffin. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And the strength of Embiid oftentimes just overwhelms the defense, able to absorb physical coverage and still finish.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Hornets trail by 3. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Now, here's Milton. And the pass to Niang. Here's Harrell. Pass to Milton. On the clock. Oh, good with the triple. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A three. Herder, no good. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a three-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Caruso. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Now, here's Melton. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Harrell. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, the defender in position there and with a height advantage. The fade away was really his only choice, but still a tough shot.
Here's Herder. What a tremendous game he played against New York.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Harrell. Passes it to Niang. Milton kicks to McDaniels. Nailed from three-point land.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Caruso, the pass to Sohan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the inside. Harrell lays it up and banks it in.
We know this. Montrezl Harrell, in close proximity, has tremendous touch.
Here's Herder. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Hornets lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's House in at the 3. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Turner comes in for Nick Richards. And it's ball in for Ricky Rubio. Caruso against Maxey. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Shot clock at 6. Ball against Harden. Tries from 16. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yes, sir. LaMelo Ball has handles, folks. He can get where he wants to on the floor. What a move.
Ball against Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, James Harden still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Harris is checked in for P.J. Tucker.
When you have one of the great scorers in the history of the game, as you do with James Harden, obviously you want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Pocket 6. He gets that one. And that's 11 points for James Harden. And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
And a deep three from Ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hornets leading by 4. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Here's Maxey, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here's Ball. He has 6. Hits it from three-point range. Ball's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hornets. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the 76ers. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harrell comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Count that one. Melton's got his first bucket of the night. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. George Niang, he's checked in for Harris. McDaniels comes in for Daniel House. And it's Jake Milton in for Maxey. Now, here's Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rebound by Sohan. Charlotte leading by 7. Here's Ball. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Milton with it. Pass to Niang. Here's Harrell. Turner covering. Harrell down low. He's against Turner. On the wing, Melton. Fast break now for Charlotte. Ball's running.
That's just great recognition by LaMelo Ball. The pinpoint accuracy makes it easy for his teammate.
There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Milton. Here's Harrell. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
He takes it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Back to Melton. They can't stop the run with that one. Hornets leading by 13. Here's Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And the 76ers making a change here. Tucker's checked in. The Hornets also changing it up. Nick Richards comes in for Miles Turner, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Griffin. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Milton with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Here's Niang. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Tucker has it in the corner. Melton against Ball. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The offensive rebound. Back to Ball. He got it up. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well.
Thanks, David. And whoop.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear, and as we look ahead on our schedule, is there anything fun you guys are really looking forward to? And now, looking back on that first half, things were really clicking out there for the Hornets.
You know what's interesting about their perimeter game?
No, tell me.
Well, the defense has adjusted. But those shooters, they only need a little bit of room to operate.
And hard to stop them once they get into their rhythm. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Kevin Huerter is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Griffin, and there's Miles Turner, and it's Grant in at the 4. Ball against Harden. Up top, Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
So many electric players in this NBA, Doris. But do you think LaMelo Ball is as exciting as any?
He is at the top of the list, but that list is long. Think about a Ja Morant. Think about an Anthony Edwards. The league is in good hands for decades to come.
Inside, here's Turner. Not going to go that time. Good D by Embiid. Maxey kicks to Harden. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. Shoots over Ball. Harden can't hit. Hornets leading by 18. Lets it go with a 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
The 76ers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Maxey looking it over. At the top of the key, Embiid. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. Over Ball. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
And the Hornets call time here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Embiid, and Daniel House subbed in for P.J. Tucker. The Hornets also changing it up. Alex Caruso comes in for Kevin Huerter, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Ball. The 3 ball. Griffin's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Harris. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Maxey. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. At this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for Charlotte.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands, and credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
And Doris, the unlimited energy Montrezl Harrell plays with is very special.
It's exactly why he's in the league, Kevin. Think about it. He's a little bit undersized for his position, but you will not outwork Montrezl Harrell, and it's why he gathers respect in every locker room he plays for.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Maxey passes to Harrell. Shoots over Turner. A putback. It's good on the putback.
If you do not box out Montrezl Harrell, you are opening yourself up to offensive rebounds. This guy is a force there.
A wide open look here for Caruso. Charlotte again missing. The 76ers trail by 15. Loads it up there for Harrell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Rubio. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rubio's got his first points in this one.
Now, this is the pace that Rubio loves. Fast and furious.
Feeds it to Harris. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Charlotte leading by 15. Over in the corner, Turner. Rubio in the corner. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Rubio's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, that's tough finish right there. I mean, that's very good defense, just better offense by Rubio.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. George Niang, he's checked in for Harris. McDaniels comes in for Danuel House. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Jake Milton in for James Harden. Back to McDaniel. And there it is for him. McDaniel's got his second bucket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
And here's Melton. Out left to the wing. Harrell dishes to McDaniels. Now Milton driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now the pass to Richards. Charlotte moving it around. And Turner kicks to Rubio. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hit by Harrell. Takes a step back. Here's McDaniels. Misses the 3. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's P.J. Tucker in for George Niang. There's the triple. The shot will not fall. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Rubio, the pass to Turner. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Not a lot of room. Hands it from downtown. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Rubio. Pass to Sohan. 4 seconds left. The shot off that time. And so it's Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Actually out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Ball with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Back to Herter, and it's Ball in the corner. Fires the three, sinks the triple. Ball's got 21.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Harden, that's good.
How about the incredible handle from James Harden? That ball is on the string, so crafty, the defense has no chance.
And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Maxey.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Charlotte?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
The 76ers trail by 13. Harris outside. Now here's Harden. Here's Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. Embiid with a screen on Griffin. Here's Harris, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
Here's Harden. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Ball kicks to Griffin. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Griffin. Ball's got 14 points here in the second half. The 76ers trail by 13. Harden scanning the floor. Down low. Embiid, no good. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Herter, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Maxey passes to Harden. The 76ers with another miss.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Maxey passes to Harden. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. Offline with his 3. Hornets leading by 16. Grant kicks to Ball. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 31 points.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Turner's checked in for Nick Richards. And they get it. Here's Tucker. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Grant's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
Enzo Harden will bring it up for Philadelphia. Well, you're looking at the MVP race last season between 3 incredible big men with Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Analyzing that, Doris, what's your big takeaway?
The idea that the big man, the 5 spot in the NBA is obsolete. That argument is over. What impresses me is the skill level of NBA players, particularly manning the center position in the modern age. Highly skilled, can shoot it, can take it off the bounce, and are exceptional passers. Boy, this is fun to watch.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. George Niang comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's McDaniels in for Harris. And Ball slams it in.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Charlotte.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Passes to Harden. Back to Melton. 3-pointer, and the 3-ball is good.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Herter. And it's the Hornets another 3.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
Harden. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Another 3 for Philadelphia. Grant outside. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Turner off target with that shot. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that